Let me switch screens here. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I will be ending the stream a little early today. I don't know how early. Probably only like 30 minutes or an hour, so not too early. But just a little early so that I can... I got to return my scuba gear. But I'm excited to play Satisfactory today because we're doing something I've never done before. We're going to process nitrogen. I've never actually gotten to the point in my game where I was processing nitrogen gas before. Oh yes, okay, I haven't shown this off. Let me show this off before we get into it. It actually came like the very next day. So Shogi sent, we were talking about Transformers. So Shogi sent this, I guess it's Swoop. I will say, he's pretty cool. He is sadly kind of like the Transformers that I always didn't like as much because he's all plastic and he doesn't stay together very well. It's not like the metal ones of my childhood, but there he is. Thank you for that gift, Shogi. It doesn't transform super well. I have to play with it some more to see if I can get things to stick together. But that was the Transformer Swoop sent by Shogi. So thank you for that, Shogi. The ones I remember from my childhood had I think my brother had, or my friend Tim or somebody had one that was all metal. So Autobots roll out. That's right. All right. So what are we doing? We are trying to process nitrogen gas. How do we process nitrogen gas? I have never done this one before. Is that in a refinery? Let's see. What do we do with the nitrogen gas? Sulfuric acid uses water and sulfur. Let's see. Turbo fuel. I wonder if I need to actually package it. There's a packager, right? Production packager. Okay, let me see here. Let's see. Package, fuel, turbo fuel. So I can unpackage nitrogen gas. How do I package nitrogen gas? There it is. So nitrogen gas plus empty fluid tank gives us packaged nitrogen gas. You are doing fine. It's hot, hot, hot for sure. It is really hot everywhere. I've been hearing Europe's pretty crazy. The UK, I'm sure, is crazy too. G1 Transformers were a mix of plastic and metal. The Dinobots were definitely die-cast metal exterior. That's the ones I remember for sure. Okay, so nitrogen gas. What am I going to be doing with this? I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with all this stuff. So let me make a little bit more zoop mode, please. Give myself a little more space to figure out what I needed the nitrogen gas for. I believe I was going to be doing some it's going to be doing something to make... I always got to remind myself what I'm doing in this game. Let's see, nitrogen gas. Cooling system. Cooling system uses nitrogen gas. This is probably what I needed the nitrogen gas for. Because I believe supercomputers are the next thing I want to do. Supercomputers take high-speed connectors, AI limiters, computers, and plastic. Okay, those do not take... Actually, there's an alternate recipe for supercomputers that I was going to use. I think it might actually be an assembler. Supercomputers in here. Yeah, no, that's regular computers. Supercomputers, radio control units, and yes, because I'm making radio control units. If I just make cooling systems, I can make the supercomputers with that. Nitrogen is super easy to pipe, no pumps needed for gases. Okay, okay. Well, I was thinking of transferring it. Do I need to package it, or will it go as a liquid into this thing? It looks like if I want to use drone ports. I was planning on using a drone port, but I'd have to package it if I want to use a drone port. And then I'd have to package it back home. Do I actually want to do that? Or do I just want to use a really, really, really long pipe? I was planning on not using a pipe, but 1,200 a minute. That would be 2 pipes to get two 600 a minute pipes. That would be 2 really long pipes. So would I rather lay a whole bunch of pipes Would I rather set up a train? Train would take a while. Or would I rather just package it up and then unpackage it? I kind of think I might want to just package it, honestly. Sadly, missed the FTL yesterday. Luckily, I got plenty of ships to play before yours, which is awesome. I have plenty of ships. Yeah, it's probably going to be at least a week, another week or two before I get to yours. Probably. I might get to it next week, but I don't know. So packages. What do I need for packages? If I want to package stuff. Empty canister is plastic. Steel canister is steel. So I either need steel or plastic or... You know what? I think I have... Yes, I have this stuff. Alternate radio control unit, charcoal, bolted iron plate. Let's do this. Seriously? Who's shooting at me, dude? Come on, man. If I kill you, my game crashes. Oh, this is dumb. I really wish there was a way to move these things around without killing them. So I mean, I guess I could try to kill it, but I have a feeling it's going to crash my game. Let me save and see if I'm crashing. This is a test. If I crash, I can't do this anymore today. Yeah, the samurai ship was an awesome, super awesome ship. The RPG Nerdo's latest one. Where'd he go? I save it. There he is. All right, let's find out. Okay. Game didn't crash? Okay. Alright, that's a good sign. Alright, very nice. Alright, so if I have 1,200 nitrogen a minute... Is that what I have? 1,200? $1,200 a minute. And this is... 240 a minute. 1,200 divided by 240. 1,200 divided by 240. Okay, so that would need 5 packagers, which would mean... Wait, fluid tank is different than packaging. What's a fluid tank? How to make a fluid tank? Empty fluid tank. These take a... Oh, I need aluminum for this. Goodness. Do I have aluminum down here? Let me check. Man, I have to actually get, packaging with aluminum? Goodness gracious. I'd have to get a whole aluminum setup just to package this stuff. Oh, it's looking like I should just pipe this. I don't want to pipe it, but I think that's just going to be way easier than setting up an aluminum. Although, I did get a recent blender recipe for aluminum that would make it simpler, I think. What was it? Instant scrap. Bauxite, coal, sulfuric acid, water. I mean, it's still, we would need sulfur, water, coal, bauxite. Oh, man. I don't know that I want to set up an aluminum thing just to do that. One thing about packaging and unpackaging is I believe packager, you get your fluid tanks back, right? 60 a minute for that, and then if we unpackage it, we get our fluid tanks back. So we only need enough to do it one time. I'll kind of go back and forth. Gosh, I feel like I just want to make pipes. The description for boxer water is epic. It's water, yeah. Man, I think, yeah. I think, much as I don't want to lay down a bunch of pipes, I would rather lay down a bunch of pipes than set up a whole aluminum build just to package this and send it back. So that's going to be a lot of plastic and copper sheets. So this is going to take multiple things, but let's get this set up. So we're going to need 2 600 a minute tanks to get this nitrogen back. So if I go about right, What direction are we going? Where's my base? It's this direction. So if I go like this, get a stackable pipe. There would be an option to set up a train. I don't know, I feel like just getting pipes is going to be faster than setting up a whole train system just for this nitrogen. So I think I'm going to do it this way. Alright, so how many of these things do we have? I want half, well, I need this to be 600. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are there 9? 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these 5 will be on this side. Those 5 will be on that side. So this is going to be like this. But was it Vega said that this is easy? So yeah, nitrogen gas, we don't have to pump it. We don't have to pump it, so that's good. Right, so I need to get 600 a minute. So 120. 120, that's 240. All these that 240, 360. 480. Okay, these are all 120 a minute, aren't they? Yeah, so that's 10 at 120. How... If I do 5 and 5... 5 times 120 is 600. Okay, so... Didn't do my math, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's correct, then I should just need to do it this way. Should just need to go like this. Can I bring you on this side? Okay, these are all going to just pass through each other, I guess. Okay. So we go like this. This. This guy goes into here. This guy goes into here. Let's see. Nice thing is the kitchen you work in is really cool and has pretty decent air conditioning. Well, there you go. At least you can get cooled at your work. That's a perk of working, I guess. This guy will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be 600 a minute. Let me make sure that I have 5 120s. 120. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 120s. Okay. I'm going to do a similar thing to this guy. But this way. Okay, but like this. And this. 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 This, and that should be pure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're just gonna do 2 really long pipes. Now we see the visual bug. We looked at the visual bug last time, I thought. Although I'm not really worried about looking at visual bugs right now, so I'm not probably gonna look at that. There are plenty of other places to look at bugs in this game. I don't really care about looking at visual bugs. This. I'm gonna place one of these every single time we do this. There. I really wish you could put stackable poles on basic. What are they called? On pipeline supports. I don't know why they haven't added that yet. That seems like way... They've added so much convenient stuff Why the hell have they not allowed us to put stackable pipes on pipeline supports? I just don't understand why they haven't added that yet. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna need to get up there, so we're gonna make a ramp. That's what we're gonna do. Seems like a pretty easy quality of life thing to add that they have never added, and I just don't know why. Come on, turn purple. There it is. Stacking is for organized people. We didn't see that visual bug last time. Okay, well I don't care. I'm not looking at visual bugs right now. I'm playing the game, not looking at visual bugs. I don't care about visual bugs. If this were a dev stream where we're, you know, critiquing something, maybe we could look at it, but I honestly am not even a little bit concerned about looking at visual bugs right now. Let me go up a little bit more here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Our man just got done. Iron-coated canister. Okay, well, I really don't care about those, so this is maybe useful. Okay, last hard drive from our last excursion. Because stacking is for organized people. Surely they would like to design this game in such a way that organized people can organize things. I mean, I'm not really an organized person, but they give you other ways to organize. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go right here. Let's go right here, actually. Right. Sometimes it turns yellow, and I don't know why. There. Okay, and I'm not sure what is straight. Is that straight or is that straight? I can't tell which one's straight. And you know what? Sure, there. Whoops. This. Running an organized pipe through the wilderness is giving it too much respect. Okay. Sure. Too much respect to the pipe, eh? Whoa. That guy's running. I didn't know those things could run. There's one of those big, giant, elephant manatee-looking things run. I did not know that was a thing. Is that a recent addition to the exploration patch they added or something? On Reddit I saw somebody laying train tracks in the wilderness, and it bugged me a little bit that they were just putting them on the ground, not putting a, you know, a foundation underneath it. Maybe I'm getting too, I don't know, too organized, I say, as I make spaghetti everywhere. I have a feeling these pipes are not straight, but speaking of spaghetti, it's just gonna be spaghetti. It's just SpaghettiOs time. I can't tell what's lined up here. They don't give me green lines. Do not give me the green lines I need. Let's go to here. This. Without the foundation, the view is so much better. Oh, so you think people leave the foundations off because nature is prettier? Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe they are nature lovers or something. Nature lovers, as they put train tracks through the nature. There it is. Okay. direction. I did not need to do 2. Okay, we get to go through the poisony area, and we have one of these guys. Wonderful. Alright, you want some. You asked for it, dude. Get blasted. At least they are electric. The train tracks? Yeah, it's true. There. Oh god, alright. He died in the poison, okay. Good, looks like I'm not having the crash bugs, that's good. I'm harvesting it, so stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me! Okay, going this way. How many pipes? I am out of copper. All right, so time to go get more copper. I need like copper and plastic. Copper and plastic. Copper and plastic for days. You run your trains on Rand's inner pane at the site of your puns. That's how you power your trains from Pain of My Puns. Do you get much power from that? I wouldn't think that would be very power efficient. If you ran it on my salt, it would be infinite power. But I don't know about pain from your puns, though. The best views you've seen have been while riding a train. Ah, okay. Gotcha. I like how last time I streamed, I was like, we're going to use drones for the first time. I immediately see what it takes to use drones and go, well, we're not using drones. Packaging nitrogen does not seem like it's going to be very fun. All right, what direction am I going? Because I need to work my way. Basically, where am I? Man, it's somewhere down there. I should have marked where I was, but I'll be able to find it. Famous last words, probably. You have Wham Bambola to help you farm pun power, eh? Oh, you say partly in game. When you're talking about best views you've seen are from trains, you mean from real life trains. Okay. I find that more believable than your best views have been in this game on trains. Alright, I need a lot of copper and plastic for Mark II pipes. Put this in here. Alright, what can I get rid of to make room for this? Maybe some motors. I don't think I need the batteries. Currently, that was for when we were messing with the other stuff. That was when we were messing with the drones. So this guy. Alright, I should get some concrete. We need a lot of plastic and a lot of these guys. I think we have enough of everything else, because these are just plastic and that, and then these guys are the iron things. Yeah, that should be fine. So, concrete, 2 stacks, copper sheets, a lot of stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do something like that, and then the rest is going to be all plastic. Take all. There we go. Alright, that should hopefully be enough to get the pipeline to our base. And we're gonna have to pipe that up. Actually, where am I taking this? Am I taking it to this factory or to my other factory? I'm putting it in a blender, right? Let me see. Cooling system. Water and nitrogen gas. Is this thing like super tall, or can I fit this in? Can I fit this on one of my floors? How does this compare in size to a manufacturer? It is. It's about the same size. Okay, so I could fit it into this one, and since I'm gonna make it into supercomputers, rubber, heatsink, water, nitrogen gas. Okay. Yes, then I'm gonna put that in our main factory then. Hey, thanks for the follow, CDN Razor. Appreciate that. Talking about real life, who even does that? Gosh, I know, right? Who even does that? Pieboy is a pun power producer. How very alliterative of you. It's funny. As I was loading up my stream this morning, I always bring up my Streamlabs dashboard, and I will see people who randomly followed, like when I was not streaming. And one of the people's names who followed recently was Le Tracteur Part Dieu. Le Tracteur Part Dieu. What a great username. Okay, I think it's gonna be about this direction. We're heading down towards this. Okay. As opposed to Le Tracteur Part 1 or Part 3. You came over from the FTL Streak videos. Rough streak end with Zoltan C. Yeah, that was a tough one. I talked for a while about what I could have done differently, and there were a number of things that people suggested, a number of things that I think might have been better. It's hard to know at the moment what the best play is, but still was our best streak ever. So the fact that we got a new personal best is good. Oh wow, we got some more bauxite right here. Is this on my map? This is actually not on my map. I should mark this on my map. So I was still happy to have a new personal best, and we'll get that. We'll get the cycle eventually. Bauxite. What are you? Impure. Bauxite impure. Icon. This. Select. Apply. Okay. Hey, Pieboy, just get to the sub. Well, welcome to the stream and welcome to free sub land. Thanks for the get to sub, Pieboy. Better than you for sure. You have 40 hours played before you finally won against the flagship. I don't know if that's better. Starting FTL is a huge, steep learning curve. But congrats on your first win, though. Congrats on first win is always an accomplishment. I feel like getting your first win in FTL is like a rite of passage. That is a gaming achievement to get your first win in FTL. I was many thousands of hours in before I even started trying to no pause, so let's see where we're going. We're going up there. Where can we go? Pipe's too long. Right there, and come on. Don't be red. Don't be red. Come on. There. Okay. Oh, Jesus, I hate these things. I hate the old versions, I hate the new versions. These freaking things suck. Okay, we get rid of all of them? Okay. One over there, but that's fine. Let's see where we're going. We're going this way, so we're gonna go over the water there. So we'll go kind of this direction. Well, we will be continuing that tomorrow, so if you want to hang out on the stream tomorrow for the no pause stuff, that's when we'll be continuing it. Can I get a guy here? Alright. Doesn't look amazing, but if I can't stack them on the other supports, that's the best I can do. This is this the one that takes superposition oscillators? Nah, it takes quantum computers. Definitely don't have that either. Okay, where are we headed? Trees, you're blocking me, bro. This way. This guy right here. I think you started no pause at 400 hours, but over 1K hours of viewing, yes. I had many hours of viewing too before I started no pausing. Although my viewership hours have probably gone way down compared to people who watch me. Since when you play, you just don't have time to view as much. Or at least for me, I don't even want to watch after I'm done playing. I get plenty of FTL in my playing. Don't feel the need to watch it anymore. Although I think there's still some people out there who watch and play Britnoff and Crow and stuff. I wonder if Hollow watches other people play FTL, if he's like me, where he's like, nah, I don't need to watch anybody else. Okay. Into the Breach AE is out too. Is it out now? Is it already out? I thought it was still being talked about or developed or something. If it's out, that might be one of the next things I have to do. I am going to be playing a new game, I think, this Thursday from devs who reached out to me to try out their game. I think it's got some stuff in common with like Binding of Isaac type of roguelike action game, so I believe the game is called I'm Not Jelly, for whoever wants to go onto the Steam page and look at it. That, I believe, is the game. I don't know if I'm going to play it all day on Thursday, but Satisfactory will be either shorter or not happening this Thursday as I try out a game from some devs who reached out to me. Hashtag not sponsored. It was released a few hours ago. Okay, all right. Well, I'm definitely going to have to check that out soon then. This and this. Factoid, do you have problems with your letters you're typing? What's going on there? Oh god, don't shoot at me. I'm busy. You know, I'll be honest, I might need to wait for my Satisfactory playthrough to be done before I get into the Breach, because I have a feeling I'm going to need to spend a lot of time in it. And unless I stop playing FTL, I don't know how I'd ever have enough time to get another playthrough of Into the Breach going on. So I might have to wait till this Satisfactory playthrough is finished before I jump into that. Come on, come on. You're having a finger seizure or something. Okay, all right. Well, I hope you work that out. I need more salt. I feel like I don't remember getting as salty in Into the Breach as I do in FTL. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've played, so maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like I didn't get as salty. I mean, the only other game that's probably compared to FTL salt was like my Smite salt, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm bringing it that way. Actually, I'm bringing it over. Yeah, that's right. I think that's where we're taking it. Right here. There. You do miss Into the Breach, a great game. I remember having fun with it, but then I 100%ed it and then felt like, okay, I don't really need to do any more. I mean, it's like most games, it's fun, but it's just, how do you ever compare with FTL's replayability? You just don't. Yeah, let's go take care of this guy. He's gonna attack me while I'm trying to do this. Where'd you go, bro? Stand there and take it. That's right. Okay. It is interesting to me that we're using the same pipes to pipe gases as we do liquids. I wonder if they're going to add gas piping mechanics like they added liquid piping mechanics or something. Alright, how do I want to bring this across? It's going to be going up pretty high, so what if I did something like a... Ah, we have this up here, actually. I wonder if I can make use of this. Does this have the aluminum on it? This is where the aluminum's going, isn't it? Yeah, so what if I brought pipes up through the floor and bring it this way, and that'll be able to get it up to where I need it to go. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's do a pipe floor hole. Somewhere around here and here. You shall go here, there, you shall go there. Okay. You're playing the first new squad and AE features on, and you're already screwing everything up. Nice. At least you're starting off with a bang. Okay, that looks good. All right. And I'll probably want to pipe these into like 2 stacked of these guys before going up wherever they're going to go. So if I do something like this and this, you'll be able to go like this and that. Okay, cool. All right, beautiful. So that'll fill up that guy. Nice. Fluid buffer, except that it's a gas. Although I guess gases and fluids act in similar ways, right? So maybe it's fine to have pipes for a gas. Fluid pipes for a gas. All right, now I got to get the second pipe all the way back. So that's what we do, and then we will have 1,200 nitrogen a minute being pumped to our base. It definitely doesn't have the same level of replay, but you're okay with that? Expecting a $15 game to entertain you indefinitely seems unfair. True. Quite true. FTL is definitely, I mean, when the other game that a developer creates is infinite replayability. Okay, well apparently there was one behind me. Okay, F you guys. Kinda creates unrealistic expectations, I would say. Okay. This guy. Symptoms, didn't you? Uh-oh, did HDD... You finally got the COVID. Yikes. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I hope your symptoms are mild and they pass quickly. What you're excited about is that with a Netflix subscription, you can get the game on Android and iOS, so you can play on your iPad. Yeah, interesting. I saw yesterday on Reddit that apparently Microsoft is buying out Activision Blizzard. Did y'all hear about that? Or is potentially doing that? And there's something going on in the UK about antitrust or some laws about what is that called? One company owning too many companies and having a what's that word? Something on the market. I forget the word. Finances and business are not my strong suits. A monopoly, yeah. Y'all see about that? That would be crazy if Microsoft buys out Activision Blizzard. That would be so crazy. And I can't tell, and I don't know if that would be good or bad for all the crap Blizzard has done in the last few years. Guess Blizzards have sunk low enough to be noticed by Microsoft. Sunk low enough, huh? Okay. Kappa lol, Kappa. What's up, Bilbo Saggins? How are you doing, my friend? God, if they all... I mean, Halo people... What is EA Activision? I don't know. That would be one insane video game company to be Microsoft, Blizzard, and Activision all in one. That would actually be that does kind of sound like a video game monopoly, honestly. I think I saw something about it would become bigger than Nintendo if that business deal goes through. You think Xbox would want to keep their reputations? You'd hope they'd straighten their behavior out. Well, I wonder if, you know, to me, the worst thing that Blizzard's done, apart from kind of WoW expansions being crappier and crappier with each thing, is the whole Diablo Immortal shitstorm. With being like one of the most egregious, you know, pay-to-win mobile games ever. I wonder if Microsoft or Activision has, like, mobile gaming things like that. Or it's just been blatant cash grabs. Man, I'm going to be just short on copper tubes, aren't I? Well, I have plenty of plastic. It's crazy how much excess plastic... Oh, okay, because it takes twice as much plastic as it does copper. Or twice as much copper as it does plastic. All right, I got to go back and get a little bit more copper. Damn. You love that turbo rifle? Yeah, it's pretty nice. I kind of want to try the heat-seeking rounds or whatever those are called, too. The smart ammo. You were talking about the workplace harassment. Well, that's the other side of it, is business practices, employee treatment, and then the, you know, mobile gaming horrible cash grab pay-to-win fiascos. But yeah, that's true. That's true. I would hope they would. That's probably a bigger deal. My gamerness is showing through that I think about video games more than the way they treat their employees and harassment and all that stuff. Diablo thing is legendary for being bad. I certainly think so, but some people like it apparently. You built your 400 fuel generators and you got the fuel, but the 600 fuel per minute doesn't get to end of the pipe and 16 of the 400 generators don't get fuel. And hello. Yeah, piping liquids through pipes is probably one of the more annoying mechanics in this game. You could watch Vega's fluid mechanics tutorial that he posted on YouTube that I found pretty helpful if you'd like. Oh god. Oh god! Double spiders. Double giant spiders. Okay, I'm gonna shoot them from long range. Get blasted, spiders. You are not allowed to exist. You are not allowed to exist. Okay. Whew. Frickin' giant alien spiders, my friends. They are no joke. Doesn't matter what galaxy or video game world you're in. They are no frickin' joke, man. Speaking of visual bugs, lol. That's pretty good. Speaking of visual bugs. That was a pun I could appreciate. Don't know fix, there goes 20 hours. No, you can fix it. I bet you can fix it. The question is if it's a fluid mechanics thing or a pumping thing. That's what I would say. Okay, hopefully that will be enough. Let's go one more stack. And apparently... Are all my copper sheets being used? I wonder if I fix the overflow of my copper sheets, because I need to be creating excess copper sheets. I know I did a crap ton of copper sheet production increases last time, but I'm not going to spend time on checking that out right now. Wanted to hear my experience with Hades if I've played it. I have not played Hades. I've watched Lethal Frag play it. It looks like a cool game. Damn it. Oh god, don't kill me. Okay, we're fine. But I have not played it, so I can't give you any personal reviews or experience with it. I don't play a lot of action. What would you call that style of game? It's roguelike, but the gameplay is more action shooter oriented. I know it's a great game. I'm pretty sure it has a really good soundtrack too. Beat 'em ups, yeah. Like probably the game that's like maybe Bullet Hell, because Binding of Isaac is probably the game that I played that's closest to that. But like, or what's that Bullet? The other game that's Gungeon, Enter the Gungeon. I never really played that one. I like more strategic games and less twitchy reaction games. I like strategy more than I like I don't know what you'd call that other thing. Reaction based Twitch games. I don't know. Cuphead, yeah, like I streamed Cuphead and I don't know, man. Those games just they're too maybe I'm too much of a boomer. They're too fast. I don't get to figure out my strategy before making a play. You have to just go by instinct and reaction. And sometimes I like those type of games, but they're not my games I like to spend a lot of time in. This game that I believe I'll be playing on Thursday is actually kind of in that vein, but I'm hoping it's closer to Binding of Isaac, because what I like about Binding of Isaac is it feels like some more strategy to that type of game because you're coming up with a build type. You know, you're combining abilities together. There is some dodging and, you know, reactive gameplay, but a big part of it is making the best build choice out of the options you're given and that kind of thing. Hades is almost a rhythm game. Interesting. I've never played rhythm games. I've always wanted to try Crypt of the Necrodancer. I feel like I'd probably enjoy rhythm games. I stayed away from them because I feel like they might be a little bit like what I was talking about, more twitchy and reactive, but as a musician, I feel like I might enjoy rhythm games, though. Alright, there we go. I should see 600 nitrogen a minute flow through here if I don't need to do pumps. It looks like I do not need to do pumps for these guys, so that's nice. Necromancer is awesome. Yeah, I've watched some streamers play those, and they look like games that I would probably have some fun with if I ever went to check them out. Alright, so there we go. That is 1,200 nitrogen a minute, and that's probably way faster than trying to set up a bottling plant. Aluminum processing into bottling, into drones, into unpackaging back at my base. So we'll call that good. Rhythm games, Guitar Hero stream when? I do like Guitar Hero. It's been a number of years since I've played Rock Band or Guitar Hero, but I have my old PS3 or 4 over there with the drum set and the guitar. Maybe I'll have to stream those sometimes for a fun party game or something. It can get twitchy though. Which one? The Necrodancer type games? Yeah, I feel like they would get twitchy. They'd be fun, but twitchy. You'll do vocals? Nice. But wait, I'm the singer. What do I like most when I play like rock band games? Do I like singing, drumming, or guitar playing? I honestly think I like the drumming most. Oh god, more spiders? Am I hearing spiders? I'll kill you, spiders. There you are. Woo! What's scarier than giant alien spiders? Giant alien spiders that frickin' jump at you, man. Did he just disappear? Come on, game. Why are you disappearing? Okay, how about giant alien spiders that jump and disappear? Jesus, I have no idea where it went. I swear it just clipped through the ground or something. There it is. Okay, gotcha. Eat bullets and die, you frickin' scary ass thing. You'll play bass. Nice, zombie shop. Nice. How do the FTL ones don't jump and disappear? True. They could. Maybe these literally are the giant alien spiders. I will say, if I picture what the scary giant alien spiders in FTL are, the ones in this game are what I picture them as. They're freaking terrifying. If it disappears, it can't attack you. That sounds like wishful thinking right there. I have a feeling they can still attack you if they're invisible. Invisible giant alien spiders that are radioactive and shoot poison. That is... What else? What other horrifying things? They also climb on walls and climb on ceilings to get you. It had cloaking, there you go. At least it didn't have hacking and a big old missile. There you go, look on the bright side. Alright, we now have access to nitrogen. So, next we gotta figure out... This is a big build we're about to be doing. So I need to make coolant things. Oh, you know what? I think coolant actually needs these guys too, doesn't it? Let me figure out the thing I need to do here. Yeah, heat exchangers. Rubber and aluminum casings or copper sheets, alclad aluminum sheets. Wasn't there... I feel like there was another one of these too. Let me see the different... I forget which option I wanted to go with this. Okay, there's not a mixer thing. Is there a manufacturer thing for those? No. Right, no cooling unit guys here? No. Which one did I want to do? There's not a refinery thing for heat sinks, are there? Okay, no. So it must have been one of the two these recipes. Which one of these did I want to do? One takes copper and alclad. I feel like I didn't want to do the copper sheets one because I did so much work on copper last time. I think it was the alternate heat exchanger. Aluminum casings and rubber. Yeah, I think it was this one. They're just gearing up so they can use sneak attack and do 8d6 sneak damage. Whew. Okay. That sounds scary. Alright, so I can do this on a lower level. I'm pretty sure I have one more place where I can do... where I have... Yes! The copper sheets. I moved copper sheets up top. So... I can change this. Right? So these guys... I don't think I'm doing these copper sheets anymore. Let me go check. I actually wanted them to clear out. So these copper sheet, this was all copper sheets here, and I think these are all cleared out. So I think I could use this area for the heat exchangers, heat sinks. So let me put them on here. This will be the 4th floor. So this would be heat sinks. And say heat sinks. Okay, and then same thing here. This guy. Heat sinks. So what you're saying is that giant alien spiders are rogues. They are rogues. Sounds pretty terrifying. Okay, so I'm gonna have to deconstruct all this. I wonder if I have enough inventory space to do all this. I'm gonna be picking up a lot of copper from all this. Okay, let's do it this way. Let me get this on. F, control, hold this button, and I should be able to do all of these guys. Hopefully not grab any other guys accidentally. There. And there. And then we do control this guy. All across here, here, here. That. Okay. And then I want to do these guys. Control and the side mouse. Let me check my inventory space. Okay. That. That. Okay, I'm almost out of inventory space. So let me actually use up this one last fuel I have. Just float until this goes down to 100 instead of 101. That'll give me one more inventory space. There we go. Okay. And let me, I bet you I can go throw this copper somewhere. That's Caterium, never mind. Okay, let me see here. F, control, left this thing, okay. Okay, these are all a different, there we go, those are good. Okay. And we go control, left mouse. Oh, I missed a whole other line here. Goodness gracious. Okay. Great balls of fire. This, control, this. Keep checking my inventory. I don't want to run out of space here. Okay. This, control this. This guy's all along this side here. And then these guys all along the side here. And then these guys all along the side here. Oh, and then one more actually. And that's the max. Okay, this guy. Inventory space, we're doing okay. This. This. Do these guys. All of these guys. This should be an empty thing right here. Good. Alright. I might leave that in place for now, because that might be the output for our heat sinks. We'll see. And this is going to be where all of our heat sinks are going to be produced. I don't know yet how many I need to do though, so let me... Oh, you know, I need to get rid of this Mercer sphere in my inventory too. So let me go change on the bottom. Heat sinks I need to put are on floor 4 instead of copper sheets now. Floor 4. Yep. Made a note to remove those. These are now going to be heat sinks. Heat sinks. And copper sheets are now on the 11th floor. Mercer sphere, let's get out of our inventory. This guy. Alright, what do I have a lot of in my inventory? I have a lot of copper sheets now. Let me actually throw a bunch of those extra ones back into here. Come on. Bam, 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 bam. 3 stacks should be plenty for now. I probably don't have room for steel beams over here. Over here. Yeah, that's full. Okay. All right. So I need to figure out how many of these things I'm making. So we're going to need a new floor for supercomputers, right? Our 11th floor is already full. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do a new floor. So lay out this. Just choose a random color, maybe like this. It's going to be 12th floor super computers, and that's all we know so far. But let me go figure out how many of these we're going to be making, and I can use my elevator. Which I need to expand my elevator up again. Now that we keep adding floors. Figure out the new elevator setup. Yeah, so this is the floor we did last time. So now we have radio control units going. So this floor would be 12th floor. And this would be starting off with the supercomputers. Would be the last thing here. So this guy. Give ourselves some space here. Let me put our sign up, which is there. And this is the blue color. And this is an image of supercomputers. And it is 12th floor supercomputers, and it'll be other things once I decide what those other things are. Actually, super comps. There we go. This, and then we go like this. 1, 2, 3, and the supercomputer is going to be up here. Red. This. This. Super comps. Producing something a minute. And then this guy. 1, 2, 3. And here. Bam, bam. This. Super comps. Consuming something a minute. Okay, so this is where the supercomputers are going to be. Let me fill out this floor so I can place some machines and figure out how many a minute we're going to be doing of these things. 2, 3. Is that right? Is that the edge? That is the edge. Here's the Transformer song. You got the touch. Bow, bow. Beep, bow. This is the song. This is our Transformer toy song right here. Whoa, what did you just do? Okay. There. You actually can't hear the music at all. You can't hear the gameplay. It's very soft. I turn it down so it's not overbearing. I can turn it up a little bit. Although I will say the music doesn't play very often, it seems. Well, turn it up. Maybe you'll be able to hear it next time. Yeah, sorry. It's probably really, really quiet. You recently watched a cool music theory about the Transformer intro music. Apparently, it has some very weird time signature in it. Oh, really? From the movie, or I saw a on my recommended list. I've been seeing one of the music streamers I follow have something about the, I think it was the old Saturday morning cartoon Transformers intro. I think I've seen that on my recommended list, actually. Factoid. I need to watch that one. Yeah, from the TV show. I was talking about a different game on Thursday. Does that mean I'm going to be done with Satisfactory? No, I'm not going to be done with Satisfactory. I think I'm going to have... That was the only day I could think of that I wouldn't be off from streaming because of other stuff I'm doing, and that I'd actually be able to dedicate a full stream to something, because I didn't want to take away from Arma No Pause Day. So, I am absolutely not done with Satisfactory. Yeah, we gotta build all the stuff and finish Phase 4. It was just the only day I could figure out, because I'm this Saturday I have a gig. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to stream it all this Saturday. And on and I'm going out of town the second part of next week. There's just kind of a lot of random stuff coming up. I'm not having much of a... It may seem like I'm not streaming as much, but I'm having not that much time off this July as I normally would. Having kind of other random gigs and stuff keep coming up. Oh yeah, I'm going out of town to sing in Texarkana in next Thursday, I think. There's just random gigs coming up, which is good, but it means that my July has been less of a month off and more of a just different gigs I've been having to do. It has a bizarre skip of about a 16th of a beat, and then it carries on in 4/4 or something like that. That is really weird. Skipping a 16th of a beat is really funky. When I took conducting classes in college, my final exam was conducting a piece that kept changing from like 9/8 to 11/8 to 16/8. But even that's not as weird as skipping a 16th, a 16th note in a 4/4 meter. That would be really funky. I'll definitely have to watch that video. You'd always notice the weird hiccup in the theme song, but he just assumes it's literally an error, not something done intentionally. Was it progressive jazz? Yeah, maybe so. Alright, so let's figure out where these supercomputers are going. So the output's going to be there. Can you all hear the music now? Because, wow, we got some bit of trumpet solo going on right here. Actually, this is only going to be, these are only going to be assemblers, right? Yeah, it's like a fanfare. I don't know if I've ever heard this. It was always too quiet for me to hear. So this is going to be alternate, no, not crystal computers, alternate OC supercomputers, cooling system and radio control units. I think I'm only making 9 radio control units a minute, so I think I only want to even do one of these. Is that right? I'm producing 9 a minute, yeah. I'll be honest, I kind of want to be creating more than 9 a minute, but that was a really long build that I don't want to go back and mess with again. It's a cool track, though. I like this track. It's there. Is that centered? That is centered. Okay. This. What's the plot for this? Am I stranded? Oh, for this game? It's kind of like Factorio, where the plot is an excuse to build stuff. Factorio, you know, you're stuck on a planet, you're trying to get off. This is a little more like you are sent here by a company to exploit this planet for resources. I think there's going to be a plot where you find these alien artifacts, but the actual story part of the game is still a work in progress. I don't know what the actual plot's going to be. Okay. So radio control units are going to come up to here, and we need to bring the cooling system. So 9 per minute plus is what I want to do for cooling systems. That's what I wanted to figure out. 9 per minute plus. Okay, where's floor 4? It's 5th floor. Here we go. So I want to make 9 per minute plus. Is one of your favorite tracks in the game? Nice. Walmart shoots you into space and says, exploits this planet. Yeah, this is Walmart Simulator. That's right. Future Walmart Simulator. Alright, so... Crap. Is this building tall enough for what I want to do? Let me do this. This. Control this. Those power lines. And those power lines. So I believe I'm doing a blender here. Is that right? Oh man, I think there might be some overlap going through the ceiling. It might be workable. But is this what I'm doing here? Yeah, cooling system. You know what? I think I actually might need to build a supercomputers down here and do this cooling system up at the top. I think I actually need to swap places with these, which is kind of crazy. There's 2 recipes for cooling systems. One uses more nitrogen, one uses more aluminum. I don't know if I have the alternate for the other cooling system, do I? This one doesn't use any aluminum, right? Heat sinks, rubber. Did I get an alternate recipe for that? Let me see here. P. No. O. There it is. Heat sinks. No, that's not the one. Cooling system. Is that what's called? Cooling system? Yeah, I only have the standard recipe. Did my ma'am finish the last thing I had? Oh! Speak of the devil. Haha. Alright, let's see. Do I want to use this one? Where is that? Here we go. Alternate cooling device. Motors, heat sinks, and nitrogen gas. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Wait, what am I doing? I was gonna do heat sinks. No, I need to do the cooling. No, okay, I need to do the cooling system up top. I'm just doing heat sinks here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Right? Because we're doing... Getting ahead of myself. We're doing this down here. This is what we're doing down here. Okay. So we need to do the cooling systems up top. That's what we need to do. Okay. You prefer the standard recipe personally, but they're both good in their own way. This is the one I want to do here. Rubber and aluminum casings. I need to figure out how many of those I need to produce, though. Okay. Now I know what the second thing up top is, though. And this guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. One of these days I'm actually have to finish my elevator. One more floor up. Okay, so we actually need cooling systems as the next thing here. This. Where are you at, cooling system? This guy. Cooling system. Producing something a minute. And this. This. I love how their brand name Fix It is on that. Cooling. Walmart brand cooling system. consuming something a minute. Okay. So that's going to be the blender over here. So I'm going to want the output to be here, so I'm going to want to do blender right here. Right here. Actually, that looks right. I don't need to make as many fuse frames as if you use the alternate, but you need to make more motors and stuff. Of course, they provide you with the data package. What? You can copy paste signs. Yeah, but my signs are always slightly different. But I guess I could copy paste part of it. I don't know. Is this right? Is that gonna be enough space? 2 items are gonna be there. I feel like I want one more space over here on this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to go one more space over. So that's going to be exactly where it was, except one more block over. That should give me more space to work with. And this is going to be creating... what's the timing on these? 6 per minute on that. 3.7 a minute. So this one's slower. Six cooling systems a minute. How many are you going to be needing? 9 a minute. So we'd want to do 2 of these guys. That would give us 12 a minute. We have plenty of nitrogen gas. Water's fine. So that would mean we need to make 24 heat sinks per minute. And it's only 24 rubber a minute. So I think we could handle this amount. 24 heat sinks a minute. So this would be making 12 cooling systems a minute. Be producing. We'd be consuming 9 a minute. We'd be making 3 supercomputers a minute. God, I feel like I need to be making more supercomputers, but if I do that, if I did a second one of these, I need to do a big upgrade to radio control units. And if I wanted to upgrade radio control units, I'd have to upgrade my copper sheets again, I think. Because these guys take, what is it? This is the circuit boards. Crystal oscillators. Maybe I could do one more of these guys. How many crystal oscillators are we making and consuming? Just barely enough. And these each do 1.5. Yeah, going down through the supply lines, anytime I want to increase something, it's so many pieces I have to upgrade. Don't actually need that many computers. Computers depends on how many project parts you want per minute. I actually would like to do a little bit more, but I don't want to commit to spending the time on upgrading that right now. So I might future Rand might hate me, but for now I'm just gonna do just 3 supercomputers a minute. So the radio control units we will send up. The cooling systems will be here. We need to get water, nitrogen, gas, water, nitrogen gas, rubber, and heat sinks. So let's go get the heat sinks. We need 24 heat sinks a minute. So I'd like to create a little bit more than 24 heat sinks a minute on floor 4. A little bit more than 24 a minute. How many dollars per hour do you get from Walmart for being on this planet? Paid in oxygen. Yeah. 24. So I want to do 3. I want to do 3 of the heat sink. creator guys here. So let's figure out where I place this. I'm going to be depowering these for a minute as I do this. And let me do that real quick. Assembler. Output will be here. This. That's not where I want this. I want this to be right centered on this guy. There. Good. And just so these things are still being powered, go right here. This. So these guys are all plugged in. I don't want to stop my quick wire, any of that stuff going on. You should watch WALL-E. WALL-E's a great movie. What's crazy is that WALL-E is a kids movie that has really good commentary on what, like consumerism and conservationism or something. Since it's all about our planet no longer being habitable because it's just covered with junk or something. Alright, so it is this guy, right? Yes, I want to do 3 of these to make 30 a minute. Copy, paste, paste. So that would be us producing 30 heat sinks per minute. I would need 90 aluminum casings a minute. 30, 24, 90. Producing 30. Consuming 24. And then 90 a minute aluminum casings. I need to check that out. And also, it's a commentary getting too fat to move. Yeah. Well, what is WALL-E? You say it's a Disney movie. I think it's Pixar, right? Which maybe Pixar is owned by Disney, but I consider Pixar and Disney kind of a separate entities, but maybe they are connected. So I need 90 more of these guys a minute. So I am using exactly as many as I'm making. So I need to expand this production. So I need 90 more aluminum casings a minute. $90 more, 60. So 2 more of these guys. 1. That's not lined up, is it? No. 1. 2. 60. 60 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 60 times 5 is going to be 300. We'll be producing 300. And 180 plus 90 is 270, so we'll be consuming 270. Disney owns Pixar. Yeah, I guess Disney owns everything now. I swear they didn't used to own Pixar. I feel like it's one of those things where Pixar started out as its own thing and then bought out by Disney or something. Your wife convinced you to make queso this week and it's been amazing. Nice. I think WALL-E might have been the last Pixar film before they were bought. But it was still released on the Pixar brand. Ah, okay. If it's food, it's probably Nestle. If it's kids' movies, it's probably Disney. That sounds about right. If it's superhero movie, it's probably Disney. Alright, how many a minute do you use? 90 aluminum ingots a minute. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and... What? This... I swear I turned this the right direction. I swear I did. Bam, bam. Wait, green is out. I thought orange was out. Whoops. Okay, I didn't put it in the right direction. That. Copy. Paste. Paste. Okay. That should be right. That should be this. Nope, that is not right. You are not centered. There. That's right. This. 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 When is Disney buying my Twitch stream? As soon as I become famous enough for it to be worth the money, I guess. Disney owns a ton of things. Every now and then you remember that the U.S. economy is 3 companies in a trench coat. Yeah, sounds about right. 3 companies in a trench coat. What are those 3 companies? Disney, Nestle, and something else you all said? Whatever the biggest, like, I don't know, oil company is or something. Okay. That's... Okay. You joke about that, but your wife followed that YouTube vlogger that got bought by Disney. He got like 75 million just to continue doing what he's doing. Jesus, seriously? Yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah, they probably own one. Why is this a smart splitter? That's not what I meant to do. Once I start my scuba diving adventure GoPro stream, I'll get bought out by Disney and make millions, I'm sure. Okay, so these guys... I thought I powered them. Okay, there we go. And... oh, I didn't actually power them. Okay. So these guys are now powered. Okay. Okay. We do a merger. Control. I keep forgetting I can hit control on these things. There. That. That. Okay. Woo, look at that. I've been needing to upgrade my aluminum casings. Alright, now I'll need an output that goes somewhere else. It's gonna go to the heatsink floor, which is floor 4, so I need to figure out where that can go. Mexican cheese dip, heat it up, eat it with chips, just put it on anything. Liquid gold, yeah. My brother makes queso with you put like a meat in it, like it's like Hormel chili or something like that, like a chili cheese dip. A lot of restaurants do that kind of thing. The restaurant called Chili's does that. That's some good stuff right there. Chili cheese dip is, it's amazing. Made friends with a chef at one of your kitchen jobs years ago. He's been gracious enough to give you many recipes. Nice. Because that's the aluminum casings. I need to bring those up. God, bring them up through this part of the place might be a pain. Although we do have this little slot right here we could use. Okay, let's see if I can get through here. That is, and it's immediately... actually I can go from... There'll be overlap, but I can get it to go through here. Okay, so if I can go through there... Just the floor with aluminum casings? Actually, I can make this work, yeah. Where's the aluminum casings? Are they here? No, I think they're another floor down. So either there or there. This aluminum casings, here's the aluminum casings. Alright. So we want to bring it up through... Okay, either one of these guys. So let's go... a splitter off of this guy. And it's going to be a smart splitter. Now let's just do a normal splitter. This. There's a snorkel who keeps popping up on your YouTube feed, and literally all he does is follow his hot girlfriend around with a GoPro and talk about the shells and trash he's finding. They get stupid number of views because hot girl underwater equals big views. It's true. It's true. I need to get a girlfriend who's hot and say, "We're gonna make a YouTube channel where you swim around and I film you. And you'll be famous for being hot girl underwater." That's what I need to do. Instead of snorkeling, we'll make it scuba diving. Although all the gear will make it harder to see hot girl underwater, I guess. Two, three, four. This. It's not perfectly straight. How bad does that bother me? Enough. Let's see if we can get it. See which one of these will be what I want. Is that straight across? That looks pretty straight. Okay, cool. Usually make it with dragon's breath cheddar, ghost pepper cheese. Whoa, that sounds way too hot for me. Your wife wanted a tamer batch? I don't blame her. You made it too tame. We were both missing the heat. I will say, last night I finally got something a little adventurous for me for dinner. It's been a while since I've had Vietnamese egg rolls. So I got Vietnamese egg rolls for dinner, which are pretty nice. And the reason I say they're kind of adventurous for me is because they, I think, are made with like a sauce that's like a carrot-based sauce or something. But I don't know. There's like carrot mixed up, and I don't really like carrots. But whatever's in Vietnamese egg rolls mixed in with the carrots is pretty darn tasty. So, all right, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I think I go like this. And just have it go through this guy. And just, I'm going to say, you know what? It's fine. It goes through each other. I'm fine with it. I think that's good. Okay, so there we go. That goes up there. And aluminum casings. This is the floor. This is the floor. Perfect. So we go this direction. 1, 2. We go out this way. Like that. You were once joking about how you can't stream yourselves in bikini unless it's the category bathtubs. Well, the category that everybody was memeing on for so long was it hot tub streams, right? Hot tub streamers, because I think there were a bunch of like porn streamers who started hot tubbing streaming on Twitch, where they were just wearing bikinis and were becoming like super famous. And wasn't there a whole big fiasco about that? Like, I don't know if those are still around or not. I forget. I never watched those streams. There's a lot better places if you want to look at women who are scantily clad or less than Twitch. Not that I know about those things, though. Lol. All Twitch chats eventually turn into food streams. True. Quite true. Or at least ours certainly does. If one flooded their kitchen into a cooking stream, would Twitch accept into it a hot tub streamer, thus allowing one to wear a bikini? I don't know. Alright, so let's go. I'm going to go this way. To this. To this. Splitter. This. And this. There. And there. One streamer got banned because she streamed herself cooking while wearing a bikini. Huh. By fiasco you mean highly encouraged cash cow, then yes. So it is still going. There are still hot tub streamers, apparently. Yeah. Autosave. Farmer's market you go to on Sundays has a Filipino vendor that makes lumpia. Basically deep fried egg rolls, and you can't not buy the banana lumpia every time you go. Sound pretty good. Does sound pretty good. Although I don't like banana, but the one Vietnamese food I've eaten are Vietnamese egg rolls, which I think have either chicken or beef in them, and oh man, they're so good. All right, so 90 rubber a minute. I'm gonna need to figure out if I'm making enough rubber for this. I have a feeling I'm not making enough rubber for all the different builds I'm doing that need rubber. Let's go to our splitters here. This, and this. Is that centered? That looks centered. I don't know what that green line was showing me, but it was not the correct thing. There. That. That's right. That's right. I feel like Twitch shouldn't complain about bikinis when they have literal slot machines running freely. Okay. Well, they're trying to make it so that Twitch does not become a, you know, well, OnlyFans or thing, I assume. Because those things, I feel like, have a stigma about them and maybe even are, I don't know, monetized or legislated differently. I don't know. You really want some Chinese food now? You don't allow it in the house, though, due to your daughter's food allergies. Ah, soy, egg, peanuts, tree nuts, banana. That sucks. Okay, so we need to bring rubber up to here. But I need, before I bring the rubber, I need to check how much rubber I am consuming and using. I have a feeling I haven't tracked it all perfectly well. I feel like I have, but let me go check. All right, my rubber is backed up in some places. Like, I'm not getting any excess rubber right now. So if I do another 90 rubber consuming, I feel like I'm gonna need to make more rubber, which it's gonna be a pain because my rubber is connected to my fuel production. Good luck finding products that are not cross-contaminated with soy and peanut. You make almost everything from scratch now, even bread. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it says I'm producing more than I'm consuming, but I have a feeling this is not right. Oh, man. Let me go look at my rubber producers. Let me make sure all my rubber producers are running at 100%, though. So 30. I see green lights for all these guys. Let's see. So this is 60 rubber a minute. Why is there 134 sitting inside of there? My rubber's backed up somewhere. My Mark 1 belts. Okay, let's do this. What was I doing thinking Mark 1 belts were okay? Past Rand, what were you doing? Let me do the same with the outputs on these guys. Although the plastic is not having the same backup issue, but I'll do this. Okay. I was awesome sinking rubber in the outputs of this factory. Only if it's overflow. I'll show you. It has to overflow, and rubber is not overflowing. It's a smart splitter. Has to be overflow, and I have 0 overflow rubber. Up at the top, I have a place where it's also overflowing, but it's always overflow for the awesome sink. As someone who's has to actively watch out for cross-contamination with wheat, you end up feeling bad for those who have to avoid soy every time you read labels. People stick soy everywhere. Wow. Her wife had to be soy-free for a while when she was breastfeeding her son. He had an intolerance to dairy, soy, and corn. Try avoiding corn products. Yikes. Okay, let me go check this. Is this now making it so that rubber is not backed up over here? Okay, good. Rubber's not backed up there. It's back up here, but that's because it's input for plastic. Let me check my production numbers if they're right. So 60 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 300 rubber. The thing is, we're splitting. Oh, this one's having the same issue. Did I? Oh, okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay, yeah, so this is an issue. Okay, if that flows faster. That flows faster. Why did I do Mark 3 belts there? You know what, I bet this was before I had Mark 4 belts, so readily available. Let me go make sure that this entire belt. Okay, so that's Mark 4. That should help some. That guy, okay. There we go. That's better. That is absolutely better. Okay. I had a bit of a bottleneck there. Pretty sure most Americans sweat high fructose corn syrup due to it literally being in everything. Yeah. Okay. So how are we doing here? These things should start emptying out now, right? Are you emptying out? There we go. That's good. That's good. Alright, that is slowly emptying out. Very good. Because what we're doing is we're splitting this. Half of this... Do I have this as an overflow? This is not a smart splitter. Should this be a smart splitter? Because the way that we had this set up, we're producing 300 and we're using 150. So I'm actually only producing 150 a minute here, plus whatever's being made over here, which is not 100% on all the time. Is that right? 20 a minute running at 96%. 20 times 4. This is running almost 100%. %. 100%. So 20 times 4 is 80. So we're doing 80 plus, what did I say, half of 300, 150? 80 plus 150. Yeah, I'm only producing 230 a minute. No wonder was mistaken with how much, and I'm about to add 90 to this, so that would be 416.25. So I need a big rubber upgrade. How can I upgrade my rubber in a way that's not gonna mess up my fuel balance? God, rubber and plastic are such a pain because you have to balance them so much. Because right now I'm using excess polymer resin from this is from our fuel production. I don't even know where I'm getting the polymer resin from. It's from up, I think it's up where our fuel production is being done. I need to double up his rubbers. Yes, I need to double up my rubbers. Lol giggity, I guess. Otherwise I'll have Rand Jr.'s running. Oh, God. Is there an easy way to get rubber without other stuff? You know what? Actually, I bet you my plastic numbers are wrong, too. So that's saying 380 a minute, and I think it's the same as the rubber. 20 times 4 here, right? Yeah, this should be 80 plus 60 times 5, 300 divided by 2. 150 plus 80 is 150 plus 80 is 230. So I think we're only producing 230 a minute here. I completely did wrong math earlier. I didn't take into account that half of these produced, half of what's being produced here is going back into the other thing. Can I overclock the refineries? No, well, no, because these are also gated by the fuel. These are using fuel for this. So I calculated this so that part of the fuel that's being produced upstairs that's going to our fuel generators, I diverted it, some of that, for this. So it's not just rubber and plastic creating more, it's also fuel. So if I wanted to increase this build, I would need to increase my fuel production, which wouldn't be horrible because I actually have a bunch of fuel generators that aren't generating fuel, but I would have to get more oil. But I am actually bringing us, the train is bringing a bunch of oil now. So I probably actually have oil to spare. So do I want to do a fuel upgrade solely to increase my rubber and plastic production? I might want to do that, actually. Let me go check if my fuel is just completely full over here. Let me check real quick. 2,400. Yeah. Yeah, my fuel is pretty much full over... I keep saying fuel. Oil. Oil is pretty much full over here. And I'm only pulling out of one of these guys right now, right? So if I pulled oil out of this guy, send it up to our fuel mixers, I would also create more polymer resin, I think. This would be a pretty big change. Pretty big expansion. Let me go see what it would take to do this. Let me go look at our oil refining before I commit to this. Because we have oil coming in, or polymer resin coming in. Is this it? Is this the oil? Crude oil and the heavy oil residue and polymer resin. And the... Yes, all the heavy oil residue is going over here to these guys making all our fuel. Yes. Oh man, it'd be a pretty big change to alter all this. This guy was yellow. Please don't tell me it's because you're still having a problem with water. Okay, no, it's because his fuel was actually backed up. Okay, that's fine. If the output's backed up, I'm kind of okay with that. Ooh. Man, this is such a big build. Anytime I need to expand it, it's pretty crazy. Why are you guys yellow? Is it backed up on the outputs? Yeah, the heavy oil residue. So we're actually slightly backing up on our heavy oil residue, it looks like. And that's because our fuel is slightly backed up. Oh man, these liquid production lines are a pain in the arse to expand. I just gotta say, liquid pipelines are just a pain in the ass. Like, is this guy full? This guy's completely full. Both of these guys? Yeah. So this means I think we have a slight excess of heavy oil residue. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. It's easier to just build a new plastic rubber plant than expand one I've already got. Yeah, but how do I do it? Because if I build a new plastic rubber plant, what is my fuel for it? Because if I need to make more fuel, I have to mess with all this, and I'm out of motors anyway to look at refineries. Maybe there's a build that I can just do crude oil straight to plastic and rubber, and that's what I need to do. I think I can bypass fuel and do a plastic rubber build that just uses crude oil potentially. Sidestep oil product with alternates. Let me go get motors so I can build some refineries and figure out how to do this. Because this is pretty important. If I don't increase my rubber/plastic production, I'm going to have bottlenecks or slow production on some things. Motors. Alright, let me go get rid of some junk. I got some random aluminum and copper in my inventory. This, and this. Okay. You can do crude to oil and plastic directly. It's just not very crude efficient. I think I might be okay with not being crude efficient, I'll be honest. Because of how much crude oil we're sending to our factory, I might be okay with not being crude efficient. 300 oil will make you 200 plastic or rubber, plus some heavy oil you can turn to fuel to make more plastic or rubber out of. Yeah, that's what I want to look at. That's the problem with oil refining. Like, to me, even more than aluminum or any of the other supply lines, oil refining stuff is the most annoying. Because you always have these little bits of leftover shiznit that you got to deal with. And if you don't deal with it, one side of it will get backed up, and then your ratios get all off and everything gets backed up. I really dislike the way oil is done in this game, but it's probably the most realistic of how stuff works or something. I don't know. I actually had one refinery here I could look at. So let's look at it's rubber I'm mostly concerned with. So let's look at what our rubber choices are. I have 3. Recycled takes plastic and fuel. Residual takes polymer, resin, and water. Crude oil straight to rubber, with some heavy oil residue left over. So it seems like the best thing, if I just want flat rubber, is to go crude oil to rubber, use the heavy oil residue, turn that into fuel, to have the fuel go back into rubber, which would require plastic too. Let's see here. What would that supply line look like? Where do I have room to put this? Oh, God, I honestly don't have a ton of room for doing this. I guess I would expand it on here. Do I need to expand my plastic production? I'm not sure. I haven't actually passed Rand, that lazy a-hole. He didn't actually mark off how much plastic we are consuming in our factory. I think we're actually producing more plastic than we need, but because I think we're sinking some plastic over here. Let me actually check. Yeah, we're actually sinking plastic. I don't need more plastic currently. We might eventually though, so it wouldn't hurt to make more plastic. All right, if I expand starting right here, let's see what we can do here. It's polymer resin. How do I want to do this? Let's pick an amount of oil. Let's say 600 oil. If I don't need that much plastic, I could divert some of the fuel and rubber away from that line. I kind of don't want to mess with all this because it's balanced out. I kind of just want to do a new complete build so I don't mess up any of this stuff. Because of the way the oil works, I kind of hate the idea of having to adjust any of that. So if I were to put like a line here, like if I were to do all this, change this to this. So this is like a separating thing. I know that that is all self-contained that I don't want to adjust. Can you package and sink heavy oil residue? Yeah, that is another option. We could use plastic to make containers and sink the heavy oil residue. It's definitely something we could do as well. Okay. So whatever wherever it's going to start, I'm going to put it right along here. That is an option we could consider too. Use a little bit of the heavy oil residue or polymer resin to create plastic that we turn into packaging that we then sink heavy oil residue into or something. Every time I do a new oil-based build, I'm always like, oh god, this is... To me, this is the hardest part of the game, is balancing oil products in such a way that things don't get backed up, things don't get... you sink things so that they're not causing other things to stop producing and all that kind of stuff. Or turn into Coke and sink the Coke. Okay. So a couple different options there. All right. Okay. Come on, I am looking at that. Thank you. Okay. Like this. Like this. Still going underneath there. Very good. Okay, I'll still leave this kind of separation here so I know where it is. That's true, I do have some excess plastic. I could use the excess plastic we're already making for sinking stuff. That's quite a good idea. So I might do something like that. So let me put refinery here and figure out with 600, if I plan on doing 600 oil. $600 oil to rubber. So 600 divided by 30. That is 20 refineries. Holy shnikes. Okay. How much rubber would that be? 20 times 20 would be 400 rubber. Yeah, I kind of like that much, actually. Great part about the Ouroboros style plastic to rubber to plastic build is it's self-balancing. Well, that's what I think I'm doing over here. This is the one where I'm turning this rubber into the plastic. But that one requires fuel. Can I fit 10 refineries here is the question. I don't think I have enough room to do 20 refineries here. Let me see how many I can fit, and that might determine how many I do. If Ouroboros is the one that I'm doing there. Might have been the one you or somebody linked to me. Or maybe I searched out. Basically, if rubber backs up, the rubber refinery uses less plastic, meaning the plastic production actually needs to work less. Okay. Alright, so how many refineries could I fit here? I would need to line up one... I'd rather do it this way. Have this guy be in the middle here. That way we line up the oil inputs. Jesus, I cannot see. That is not lined up. I believe that is lined up. Alright, so this would be just straight up rubber, crude oil to rubber. And we'd have excess heavy oil we could turn into more rubber with polymer resin or something. So 600 requires 20 refineries, and I do not think I can fit 20 refineries here. Let me see how many I can fit. 2. This is a cool track too. 3, 4. Basically, if I don't want to completely go off the rails here, I could do 5. I guess I could have this... Can I have this go out the back? No, my train runs there. My train runs there. Nope. Yes. Maybe I do 300 oil instead of 600 oil. Could still be an extra, what, 200 just from these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fit one more. I think I might do that. Just because I don't have the space to do more on this floor. I'd have to go up further floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be 5 on each side. 10 times 30 would be 300. That would give us 200 extra rubber a minute. And then we'd have extra from the heavy oil residue. So I think I might go with that to start. Okay. Output, yeah, we can actually go onto this rubber line and have that go across, then a pipe above it. That would be the heavy oil residue, and then I have to figure out what to do with that, probably over in that area. Okay, all right. All right, now we do our guys on the other side, which would be... I'm out of steel pipes. Frickin' frack, man. Make sure we get enough to do a bunch more of these refineries if needed. So basically steel pipes, okay. Alright, this is going to be a pretty big project. I'm going to build these refineries, and then I'm going to take our first break. I am going to, like I said earlier, I'm going to end a little early today. If I end by 4:30, I'll be good. That'll only be like 30 minutes early. That'll give me plenty of time to go take my scuba stuff back to the shop. And I think I'll get my temporary license or card or whatever I get to show that I'm a certified open water diver. Woohoo! Alright, so what do I need? I need steel pipes. These guys. This. This. Anything else I need? Probably grab more motors. No, we're good on motors. Although we'll be using a lot of them, so yeah, I'll get one more stack of motors. That's... Dokali. Alright, let's go build those. This will hopefully fix our rubber issue. I'm pretty sure multiple things in my factory are not building at 100% because I'm using more rubber than I'm producing. So hopefully this will fix that issue. And I'll see if I want to sink the heavy oil residue or use it for something else. How did my open water qualification go? It went great. The only issue is I have a problem with equalizing because my ears have a hard time equalizing pressure. So anytime I spend a decent amount of time either flying or going deep underwater, I kind of can't hear very well for the next couple of days. I still kind of have hearing issues right now. Freaking autosave, man. Okay. Should be right there. Why does that not look lined up to me? I think that is right, though. You had a tough time with yours because you did it in a muddy lake. Well, we had that. Our visibility was like 2 meters, or what is that, like 10 feet or something. Our visibility was ridiculously bad because it was also in I wouldn't call it a muddy lake. It's just, it's a lake in Texas. It's not gonna have, you know, crystal clear waters, that's for sure. That was the worst part about it. The ear thing and the visibility were the 2 worst parts about it. But other than that, went great. Okay, so copy, paste, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I didn't have any problems with any of the, you know, things we had to do, any of the drills and stuff. Okay, so that is... Alright, that's that. I'm going to take my first break really quickly, my friends. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We can talk more about scuba stuff in a second. When I come back, we will continue working on processing oil into more rubber. And then hopefully we can actually get the real build supercomputers that I want to get going. See, I'll rock you back in just a bit, my friends.